Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 4, episode 14 of The Buzz with yours truly, Mama T. I am so excited for tonight, you guys. Oh, we have got the best guest tonight. You're gonna love her. She has been down in at the IBCs, the International Blues Competition, and representing the state of Minnesota all week. And I can't wait to chat with her. Bambi is her name, and blues is her game. So stay tuned. After the commercial, we will bring her on. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Grand Forks Best Source. They're a cutting-edge local media broadcasting studio with captivating shows, on-location event coverage, and unparalleled advertising opportunities. Grand Forks Best Source has become a haven for podcasters like me seeking to bring their visions alive. If you're a podcaster looking for studio or platform, or a local business seeking to advertise, go ahead and email Paul at local@gfbestsource.com. You can call him at 701-740-9337, or you can go to their website that's listed on your screen there, gfbestsource.com. Tell them Mama T sent you. Bambi!
Hi!
I missed you. I am so glad we scheduled this, because when I scheduled you for this specific day, I didn't realize that you were performing at the IBCs.
I know. It was really, really good timing. So thank you.
Yes, perfect timing. I was only doing it because scheduling. I brought you back because you have a new album out.
Yes. It's so new. We haven't even done the official album release. We just kind of hurried up to get it done in time for the International Blues Challenge. And so we could go down there with something in our hands. And so now we need to get it up on all the streaming platforms and all that stuff.
And you gave us a special treat. We get to listen to one of these songs at the end of the show.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the album. I'm gonna hold it up. Oh, it'd be helpful if I held up the front cover. So it's called True Story, and this is what the album cover looks like. And it's all original songs. It's all brand new. It's all blues. So yeah, I'm really excited, really proud of the album. It's hyper local music, very, very local music. It's like just stories about, or songs that are about stories that happened to me when I was in Frogtown, Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, so okay, how many songs you got on there? And tell me a little bit about some of them.
So there's 11 songs on the album, and they're just they're pretty confessional. It's pretty confessional blues. There's this the big slow blues number is called Messy Baby, and it's just, I'm messy baby, I'm living my life all wrong. So it's just very, very raw, honest confessional music.
Isn't that the one that we're going to be hearing that you played on Beale Street?
It might be. I sent you a couple of videos, and to be honest, I just pulled them off Facebook so quick. I'm not sure which two, but it might have been that. That might be one of the ones I pulled off.
I'm pretty sure it is, because that's you said that you were representing Minnesota.
Yes, that is the one.
Yeah, and then so that one's Messy Baby. Mm-hmm. That one's Messy Baby, and then do you remember what song you played after after you introduced the band?
Yes, it's called Ray of Light. It's kind of up tempo, funky blues. I mean, I consider it blues. It is very much a blues form, but it's very up tempo, funky dance tune.
I can't wait. So you're actually playing 3 songs off this new album.
Yay!
Because 2 are on Beale Street and 1 is going to be off the link.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the IBCs and what it takes to be able to represent your state and go down there and compete?
Well, the IBC stands for International Blues Challenge. And so it's people from all over the world. It truly is international who go down to Memphis and compete to be the winner of the International Blues Challenge. It's kind of like American Idol for the blues. And so all these blues societies, everywhere that has a blues society, one of their obligations is to hold a contest to send someone locally down to Memphis. So, like Minnesota has one blues society. It's called the Minnesota Blues Society. Florida has like 9 of them, you know. So it's not necessarily state by state. You know, the Aussies, the Australians, the blues is big over there. They have a few blues societies. So it's not necessarily that like one from each state or anything like that. But anyway, so every local blues society holds this contest, and whoever wins the contest gets to go to Memphis and represent that blues society in Memphis. And this year we were chosen. You know, we did the contest last year and didn't quite make the cut, but we came back and tried this year and won our local chapter. And so we got to go down to Memphis and do our thing, and we made the semifinals in Memphis. So once you get down there, everyone who gets sent down there gets 2 chances to perform, 2 guaranteed chances. You get to perform on Wednesday and Thursday night, no matter what. That's the quarterfinals. And then they start the cutting, you know. So Friday night is the semifinals, and we did make it to the semifinals. We made the first cut and got to perform on Friday, but we did not get into the finals.
And so for a lot of people who don't know, these where everybody has their chance to perform, there are how many bars on Beale Street? There's all these different venues that you are scheduled. They have time slots, and all these different bands are scheduled at these different bars all at the same time, really.
Right.
And they're all playing all at the same time. If anybody's wondering, is like they're the one stage where they just keep taking turns? No, there's multiple stages all over the street, all the different bars and venues, all up and down both sides of the street. And you just like go from like it was like when we went down there. What 2 years ago? Was it? Yeah, 3 years ago. I think I lost her. Anyway, it was like she'll be back. She'll be back. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. Me and Bobby got a van. We bought this van to get on this trip down there, and it was an Aerostar, I think.
Yeah.
And we knew a bunch of our friends were going too. Well, we got where were we? I feel like we were like in Arkansas or something. I can't remember. I can't remember where we were, but
you almost made it. You were like an hour outside of Memphis.
Yeah, and this van broke down. So I'm on my phone texting everybody. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Bambi and Lady J, right? Was it Lady J? Or was it
CJ? CJ.
Yeah, CJ. That was, and they were what, an hour or 2 behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And just came and scooped us and all our stuff. We sold this piece of crap van and got an extra like $100 or whatever. We didn't even have the title yet. And there was this chick that was just there, and she was just like, "Oh, you, what are you gonna just leave it there? Let me call my boyfriend or whatever." So we like sold the van on the spot, and then rode with you guys for the rest of the way. And and that was a blast going from bar to bar. I still have the book downstairs, the IBC book. Do you have yours handy?
Yeah, not handy, but I'm sitting in a car in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yeah, that was a blast. And it was so great to meet you and Bobby and get to hang out with you and just kind of like instant friendship, because like all of a sudden, hey, we're traveling together. Like, you know, I think we'd met once or twice at the Blue Saloon, and like, you know, I mean, you lived up north and like we had just met, you know, and then all of a sudden like, hey, let's spend 5 days together, you know. It was pretty awesome.
It was. I wrote I was doing the newsletter at the time, so I did write a 2-part story.
Hmm.
Let's see if I can highway stories. Ah, Journey to the Crossroads. Yeah, Journey to the Crossroads, part 1 and 2. I've got these. Okay, you know those separators, those room divider things,
Hmm.
the foldy ones.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 of them, and they all have picture frames in them.
Oh, okay.
So I took my old newsletters and I put them in all the picture frames. It looks pretty
Ooh,
cool.
cool. Oh, that's a great idea.
I'll take a
Oh,
picture and send it to you. But
yeah.
oh, let's say hi to Allie. Hi, Allie.
Hi,
Hi,
Allie.
Justin. Hi, Ricky. Thanks for watching. Um, well, 2 of those people are downstairs right now. Let's see. So that was exciting. That I'm glad we did that. It was kismet. Like, where are you in Clarksdale right now?
I am sitting outside the Levon. Is it called the Levon's Bar and Grill? Because there's some music happening here tonight. It's been kind of a day of music. So we started at the Bluesberry Cafe this morning for breakfast. I know you know it because we went there. We had a little breakfast at the Bluesberry, and someone was playing some acoustic blues, and just chatted with everybody that was there. And then we moved on to the Hambone stand and the Hambone. I'm quite sure you know him too.
Mhm.
Had a
Yep.
little Bloody Mary there, you know. And now we're at Levon's. There's supposed to be some kind of a jam going on. They were not quite set up when I dipped out to do the interview, but that's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, and the Bluesberry. Oh, wasn't Watermelon Slim used to work there. He used to cook there, and I think he passed away, like right before Bobby did.
Maybe so, yeah.
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 Funny thing about the Bluesberry, the waitress that works there
Mm-hmm.
is the same one that works out at what's the place out in the country there?
I don't know. Because Red's is right here in town.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the one out in the country. It was an old plantation.
Oh, the Shack Up.
Yep, Shack Up Inn, and
Mm-hmm.
they've got a big venue there, and they had I've got pictures of Bobby with one of the winners of the kids competition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
When we were there that year, all that like a bunch of the kids from the kids competition were up on the stage playing there too. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Bob actually also recorded a Women of the Blues album out there. He
Oh, cool.
yeah, the Hobson sessions.
Okay. Yes,
Uh,
I remember you telling me about that. Yes.
yep.
Yes.
Oh, I miss that place. I miss it down there. And see,
You have to get back. You got to come back,
I know. And see, I saved some of his ashes to be spread at the crossroads. Because
That
you have
because
to,
of course. Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, so how nervous were you?
Pretty nervous the first 2 nights. Like, I mean, it definitely got easier. The first night was the worst. I mean, I'm not really someone that gets panic attacks. Like, that's not really a problem that I had. I did spend some time with my heart just racing and racing. And I had to like do the breathing exercises and just really try to center myself. It took some work. It took some work to get centered. So I don't normally get nervous anymore, and I knew that I'd be nervous for this, and I was. But it got a little easier the second night and a little easier the third night. So that's good. Also, not unrelated, related, but I got really lucky. There's a Women of the Blues showcase that's like it's not part of the competition, like you're not against each other, but like it's part of the event. And so, and you enter by lottery because there's much more interest in doing the showcase than there are time slots. And I got really lucky and I won the lottery. I won the lottery to do a spot in the Women of the Blues showcase. So we got to do that on Thursday morning as well down at Alfred's on Beale.
Yeah, we've got to actually, I think we've got a picture of that. Didn't you send me a picture of that?
I did send, yeah. I sent you 2 photos so you could pick which one you wanted to use. And yeah, so that one of those was a promotion for that show.
And so when is this show? What does that entail?
I mean, it's already been. It was part of the it's part of the International Blues Challenge event. So like, it was Thursday morning, and it was what it entailed was just 10. Everybody got 10 minutes because there was like 20. It was the 20th anniversary. I think there was also like 20 women that participated. So like we each just got 10 minutes. So, but still, it was a thrill. There's nothing else really going on at that time. So, like everybody who's looking for something to do and looking for some music is there at that time. So it was really cool.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to know you. And when I asked you about, how nervous were you? Because, this is not like performing at home where you are used to this audience. This audience is used to you. You like the people. Yeah, we've got the picture. There it is right there. Nothing's everything 3733. Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. But yes, National Women in Blues 2026 Showcase Lottery winner, Bambi Alexander Band. That was Alfred's on Beale on Friday.
Yeah.
So, I don't know who Nothing's Everything, but I think I might know. Actually, come to think of it, I might know who that is. So we do have a commercial coming up in 2 minutes.
Okay.
And after that, okay, there's going to be a commercial, and then I'm going to read some upcoming events, and then we'll play that Messy Baby video. And
okay.
When we come back, we'll talk about how you got into music in the first place. Until then, between your gigs, what did you do? Where did you go? And who was the favorite person you saw? Who was your favorite band to watch?
Well, I actually stayed glued to my spot. I didn't see. I was placed in Rum Boogie, and I did not go anywhere. The only people I saw were in Rum Boogie. I didn't get to move around at all. But I will say that the band that beat us in the semifinals and went on to the finals was amazing. They were Big Mike and the R&B Kings out of New Orleans, and New Orleans has a special place in my heart, and they were really, really good.
Okay. Yeah, he just says, which one is that? No, it's the other one. It's not that one. It's the other one. It's the one where she comes on and she introduces herself and says that she's this is about Bambi Alexander Band and we're representing Minnesota. And then it goes into that first song. That second one where she introduces each of the band members, that one is Ray of Light. And we'll hear that out of the second commercial. But let's go to the first commercial so we can hear you sing.
Yay!
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Ace or Danelle from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
Pioneer 90.1 is a radio station like none other. Local people get to host their own shows, sharing music not heard on other stations. We partner with area nonprofits to present community events like Riverfest. As a non-commercial service, we rely on listeners like you to help us grow this one-of-a-kind radio station, made just for our community. Thank you for your donation.
Hey everybody. Season 2 of Adulting with Jake is underway, but while you wait, you can always relive Adulting 101 Season 1 and every excruciating detail and every terrible pun, lame joke, and frankly, every poorly acted scene out now on our channel, cookingwithjakeshow.com.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
Okay, so our next event down the street here in McIntosh, Katie's Place, Aroma Little Bobby's Music Museum, Cornhole in the Snow. They had it on January 17th, but they're going to do it again on the 31st. This is a fundraiser for the McIntosh 4th of July celebration, which I believe is the 250th birthday of our nation. It's 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on the 31st, $10 per person. There's going to be a bonfire, free hot dogs, hot cocoa. So come on down on the 31st to Cornhole in the Snow at Katie's Place in McIntosh. Then on February 6th, they're going to have, at 6 p.m., they're going to have one of our favorite bands, Project Constellation. They have played there a few times. They play all over northern Minnesota. They have been on the road. They've got albums out. And she actually is, Christina is a writer of children's books. So come and check them out. And then on February 13th, come out to the Elvis's Valentine's special from 6 to 8. You can renew your vows or have a commitment ceremony. Those are limited availability. So you do have to call 218-563-3008 to reserve your spot, but they're going to have some really good food that night too. Also, we don't have a slide for this one, but on March 21st from 7 to 10, the Honky Tonk Troubadours are going to be gracing the stage over there. They play a lot of country, and they're a really well-known band up here. They're everybody's favorites. So come to McIntosh. Come check out the bar and their new flooring. They did a lot of renovation in there. You're gonna love it. Now let's watch Bambi on Beale Street.
International Blues Challenge. We are the Bambi Alexander Band, representing the Minnesota Blues Society, and these are all original songs and all true stories. I'm living my life. me since you left me. Why you had to go and leave me? I bet you can't even sing the blues. Why you had to go and leave me all alone?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about that song. What inspired that song?
Like just being, just like the song said, like just being out late at night, like too many nights in a row and too many nights of staying up late drinking. And I'm like, man, that, maybe talking to people I didn't have no business talking to, and just like, oh, I'm a mess, girl. I am a mess. I am a mess. And what am I doing up in here? So, that's how that came out. That's how I processed those self-realizations.
That's awesome. But somebody left you. You're a hot mess, though. You're
I'm a hot mess.
You might have been a mess, but you're a hot mess. So
no, thank you.
So, when and how did you get into performing in the first place? Like, how did you grow up that you decided that this was going to be the thing for you?
Well, I always wanted it from a kid. From the tiniest kid, I always wanted to be a singer. I think part of it, so my mom was a single mom. She was a classical musician, and she went out to New York. I'm going to give you the long story. We got time. I'm going to give you the long story. She was a classical pianist and went out to New York to study, and married my dad and had me, and then immediately decided that was not going to work out. So she brought me home to Minnesota. So back in the 70s, she was a single mom and working hard, trying to keep it together. And so I would spend weekends with my grandparents in Rochester. We lived in Minneapolis and my grandparents lived in Rochester. And so my auntie would drive me to Rochester every weekend so my grandparents could watch me. And back in those days, there was no such thing as like flip down the visor and play TV. There was none of that. Right, so my auntie would sing with me, sing in the car. And I really think that's probably what developed my love of singing, was just like, singing all those old folk tunes. My aunt had gone to the Old Town Chicago School of Folk Music. So we'd be singing like, you get a line, I get a pole, honey. You get a line, I get a pole, baby. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go down to the crawdad hole. Honey, oh baby, that kind of stuff. So then, I kind of always wanted it, and I didn't really know how to do it. Fell in love with the blues when I was like 16 years old, sneaking into bars, watching the live bands. Still didn't really know how to do it. Was always just kind of a fangirl. And but I did hook up with a drummer in my 30s, Richie Rich, and he put a band together for me and kind of just showed me how to do it, And that's so I started pretty late. I started the performing career pretty late. I didn't start till I was in my 30s.
So, and a lot of people think, well, if I'm not doing something by the time I'm 20, 25, it's not going to happen. How did you know that you were still going to be able to do it? That you were still going to be accepted by the audience? Were you concerned about that at all?
I mean, not super concerned. I mean, I'm a pretty pragmatic person, and I'm not going to try to be a pop star. I'm not trying to break into like hip hop or anything like that. But the beautiful thing about the blues is that you become more valuable as you age. So like, I really feel like there's a home for me here. I feel like there's a place for me here. I love it. That's not, I didn't just pick it because I'm old, but I love it and I've always loved it. But it is a beautiful thing that you are allowed to age, and that you actually become more valuable.
I agree with that 100%. It's like when you're getting older, the older you get, the more experiences you have, the more stories you have to tell. And the blues family it's a family. They're
Absolutely.
supportive. They're not competitive. Well, except for this week, but normally they're not competitive,
Right.
or jealous. I mean, of course, there's a little bit of professional jealousy. It just goes along with any music industry, but it's not mean spirited. It's not. I just that's one thing I loved about being with Bobby was just everywhere we went, we had family everywhere we went, and even if we just met somebody, now they're family. That's just
Absolutely.
and yeah. I would say the older you get, the more valuable you are, because if you look at like the age ranges of performers in each genre, most age ranges are a bit lower in other genres. I think country and blues, they're the older generations.
Right. Right.
So what bands inspired you? What, like, when you were out listening to music or just on the radio, what did you try to emulate anyone? Who were your favorite bands and singers?
Well, the local guy, the first time I ever heard the blues in my life, I was hanging out on the West Bank of Minneapolis with some friends of mine, and we snuck into the old 400 bar, and it was Linwood Slim was playing. So that's the first time I ever heard the blues, as you know, and so and it really just pulled me in. And then I just started, always hanging out on the West Bank and listening to who all ever was down there, playing music. 'Cause that was like a hotbed of blues music back in, at that time, that would have been right around the mid to late 90s. I mean, 80s, mid to late 1980s. And then as far as the bigger artists, recordings, I mean, there's the classics. I mean, for female singers like Coco Taylor and Etta James are kind of the holy grail. I really like some of the dirty blues, like the Chick Willis, is a favorite of mine, and so any of that old kind of double entendre, kind of, I shouldn't say dirty, but let's just say naughty, wink, something that's a little bit cheeky. I love that stuff. So some of the old Chitlin Circuit stuff, I really like that.
Nora Jones had some of that too. Like if you watch, or Nora Jean, sorry. Nora Jean, when she was playing with Bobby, if you ever come across the DVD of them in Rawa, the words that are coming out of this woman's mouth,
Right.
It was just because she was just so prim and proper off stage, and she was God fearing, and she didn't want no drugs in this band, no drinking, blah blah blah. She had all these rules, but she'd get out on the stage and do everything but a striptease, It just it's that dirty blues. Yeah, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple minutes before our next break. Where down in the cities do you play and when?
Well, it's pretty sporadic. I mean, it's pretty sporadic right now. We don't actually have a full calendar. The next big show that we have is not in the Twin Cities. We're at the Winter Blues Festival in Des Moines, Iowa on Valentine's Day. So if anyone wants to bring their sweetie out to Des Moines for Valentine's Day, they have a nice festival, like 2 full days of music in a hotel that's like multiple stages. They just take over this big hotel. Other than that, what's our next? I don't know that we have another blues. I'm trying to think where I can't think of anything off the top of my head. We'll have to just hit me up on Facebook, BambiAlexandra.com. Well, that's my website. I'm sorry, BambiAlexandra.com. But for sure, Bambi Alexandra on Facebook is where I kind of post everything.
Do you guys still just go out to open mics at Shaw's or at the Blue Saloon?
I do. Tuesday night at the Blue Saloon, Monday night at Shaw's, Monday night at the Midway Saloon. There's the beautiful thing about the blues scene in the Twin Cities. If anyone's looking to play, and people want to get out and do their thing. There is something just about every night of the week where you can go out and jam. I mean, maybe not Friday and Saturday, but Sunday through Thursday, there are multiple options.
I miss it so much. I miss going down there. Just stay a couple of days, go from here to here to here to here, and just knowing everybody. And Bobby and I actually have friends in Des Moines. I can't think of their names off the top of my head, but it's written on the bathroom wall in the ladies' room. In the ladies' room, at the bar. Because so the ladies' room. Okay, I know that sounds weird, but the ladies' room is all whiteboards, and there are whiteboard markers in the bathroom, so anybody can write a message.
Okay.
So we had Lori Morvan Band, big signature, and all this, and then different people that come out to the bar, miss you, Bobby, or had a great time at this festival or whatever, and the walls are just covered with positivity. It's just so cool.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
We do have to cut to commercial, and when we come back, I'll give you those events again in case you missed them, and then we will listen to Ray of Light on Beale Street with Bambi Alexander Band.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Acer Donnell from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
Pioneer 90.1 is a radio station like none other. Local people get to host their own shows, sharing music not heard on other stations. We partner with area nonprofits to present community events like Riverfest. As a non-commercial service, we rely on listeners like you to help us grow this one-of-a-kind radio station, made just for our community. Thank you for your donation.
Hey everybody. Season 2 of Adulting with Jake is underway, but while you wait, you can always relive Adulting 101 Season 1 and every excruciating detail and every terrible pun, lame joke, and frankly, every poorly acted scene. Out now on our channel, cookingwithjakeshow.com.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar, and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
So we do have some upcoming events, like I mentioned earlier, at Katie's Place here in McIntosh, home of Little Bobby's Music Museum. Cornhole in the Snow, they had 2 different dates for that. One was January 17th. The next one is January 31st. It's from 1 to 3 p.m. It's $10 per person. There's going to be a bonfire, free hot dogs, and hot chocolate. And this is the second fundraiser for the Macintosh 4th of July celebration here in town. They will be celebrating our nation's 250th birthday this year. Well, we all will, obviously. Project Constellation will be down the street here February 6th at 6 p.m. They're a great band. Then we've got Elvis's Valentine's Day special, February 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. Renew your vows with Elvis or have a commitment ceremony. Those spaces are limited, so call 218-563-3008 if you want to participate in that. And then we've got one more event. The Honky Tonk Troubadours will be there March 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. Now let's watch Ray of Light.
Introduce the band on the bass guitar, Felipe Herrera. On the drums, Michael Dubois. On the guitar, Andrew Garrett. I'm Bambi Alexander. This has been an original set of true stories. Oh, I need you, like I need water, babe. And I want you like I want wine.
Wow. Andrew can really shred. Tell me a little bit about Andrew and Mike and how you
Uh, oh, I'm playing with some great guys. So Andrew Guerin, I've been working with him. He's a young cat. He's just about 30 years old, and I've actually been working with him for like about 10 years now. So I think maybe when he was 18 years old or whatever is when he did his first gig with me. So we've been working together for a long time. And then Felipe Herrera is like a friend of Andrew's. When I was looking for a bass player, Andrew kind of brought him into the band. He's been with us for a couple of years. And then Mike Dubois, otherwise known as Mr. D. Miller. D. Miller's husband, Mike Dubois, is just kind of a legendary drummer around our scene, and he played with all kinds of cats, Lamont Cranston and Who Knew and all, a lot of big people.
And you normally play with a couple other cats, Mitch and Goldie.
Yes, they couldn't make the trip to Memphis with us. I'm so bummed. But the Suicide Horns, the legendary Suicide Horns, Downtown Mitchell Brown and Goldie are with me on most of my in-town gigs. Once in a while we have to do one without them. But most of the in-town gigs I have Mitch and Goldie.
They were actually up here for Bobby's birthday celebration one year.
Nice.
They are so cool. Like these guys, they have matching costumes and they are dancing and they got their moves down and then they go and change their costumes and come back. I mean,
yes.
they're just so much fun to watch. They're so entertaining. While it's still fresh in your mind, what do you think about our commercial sets?
I love your commercial sets. I think they're really cool. I mean, I love seeing, so this is very local, I just love seeing people, especially getting the chance to share their voice. Like a couple of the commercial sets are very specifically about giving people the opportunity to share their creativity and share their voice. And, I love it. I do. I love it.
So the one commercial we have is for Soko. He is a local DJ. And he has his show every Saturday at 4:00. And his second song is always a Little Bobby song.
Aww.
And
I love it.
Bobby would think that is funny too, because, his favorite little, because how he would just yell out a random word once in a while. And one of those words were poop. And, poop is also referred to as number 2, and he's got the number 2 spot. So I think he would just find that hilarious.
That is hilarious. I find it hilarious.
Tell me a little bit about Ray of Light. Did you have someone in mind to be the king?
Yeah. I mean, they are true stories. So I had someone in mind. It's not anyone who's in my life currently. But yeah, it was just someone who, I will say it was someone who has dipped in and out of my life. I see this cat once every 10 years or 15 years or something. He's someone but he's just kind of, the last time he dipped into my life, I think I was at a kind of a low point, just maybe psychologically. And it was just really, he kind of recentered me. He kind of reminded me, about spiritual life, and paying attention to the spiritual self. And so that's kind of how that song came about. It was really, yes, it was about a boy, a cute boy. And yes, there's that very, physical, material level to it. But also the effect that what he brought back to me was like a reminder of who I was. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds so very woo-woo and very woo-woo. But it was but that's where the song came from.
I completely get that, because that's basically how Bobby was in my life.
Yeah.
Every 10 years, he when I first met him, I was his driver, and then after his marriage, and I had my marriage, and he actually came over and he started trying to invite us over to his studio to come party with him, and then years later we ended up hooking up. So yeah, and he reminded me who I was. He reminded me I had a voice and that I could sing and that I could write, and reminded me who I was. But Now, I hate to do this because we're having so much fun and I could talk to you for hours, but we are going to premiere This Is the Blue. The song is about 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes long. So if we want to play that, you're going to have to say goodbye.
Aww.
I know. We're going to have you back on. We're going to have you back on.
Well, it's been so much fun. And I just, before I say goodbye and you play the song, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. And thank you to the Little Bobby Buzz. And this has just been so much fun. So thank you so much.
And we love you. We love you so much. Congratulations for the IUCs and congratulations on your new album. And we will see you all next week. Here we go. This is the Blues.
Bye.
One couple on the dance floor, big old empty room. Guitar player serious, throwing down that groove. I finish off my hurricane, Teddy's poured me one more. At this very moment, this is all I'm living for. This is the blues. This is the blues. Lord, this ain't rock and roll. It ain't no summer soul. This is the blues. He was looking crazy, had pigtails in his hair. I said, Lord, please have mercy. I wouldn't even dare. But you gave me a man who loved to fuss and fight. Wed me every day, love me every night. This is the blues. This is the blues. Lord, this ain't rock and roll. Ain't no summer soul. This is the crew, drinking, playing music, finally getting to the truth. Just about that time, police come busting through, and Richie Rich behind the drum said, man, this is how we do, officer friendly. This is the blues. This is the blues. The blues. This is the blues. This is the blues. Lord, this ain't rock and roll. It ain't sweet summer song. This is the blues. This is the blues. This is the blues. This is the blues. This is the blues.
Today's episode is sponsored in part by Grand Forks Best Source. They're a cutting-edge local media broadcasting studio with captivating shows, on-location event coverage, and unparalleled advertising opportunities. Grand Forks Best Source has become a haven for podcasters like me seeking to bring their visions alive. If you're a podcaster looking for studio or platform, or a local business seeking to advertise, go ahead and email Paul at local@gfbestsource.com. You can call him at 701-740-9337, or you can go to their website that's listed on your screen there, gfbestsource.com. Tell them Mama T sent you.